Hi guys, Lisa Crow, your hostess with the mostest, here on behalf of the Oklahoman. Listen guys, I've tried 3 times today to make this video. I am not kidding. One time I looked just god-awful in the shirt I was wearing, and I wasn't wearing my Spanx. Second time I hailed, and the third time the electricity went off. So I thought I'd just tell you real briefly how to do this, since I'm not going to go to the kitchen and do a show and tell. Because at this point, I'm about 6 pounds into chicken fried cube steak meat into it. And I'm just not going to do it anymore. All right, here's the deal. You go and buy you chicken fried steak meat, as we all call it in my house. It's actually cube steak, as you know. 1.5 to 2 pounds. Open it up with your trusty store-bought fingernail. Turn your oven on for 350 degrees. Let it preheat. Put a skillet on the oven with 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Turn it on medium to medium low. You don't want it to get too hot. You don't want fire alarms to go off like they do in my house, just to signal that dinner is ready, as it turns out. Now, what I want you to do is make this stuff just exactly like you would a regular chicken fried steak. You take your pie plate, you put your eggs in it. You take your pie plate, you put your salt, pepper, and flour in it. You know what I'm talking about. Take your trusty cube steak, dredge it through the flour, through the egg, dredge it to the flour. Now the thing is, I want you to really make sure there's a lot of flour on that, because you're going to need it for that crust. We're only browning the chicken fried steak. We are not cooking it all the way through. We do want it raw in the middle. Okay, so boom, boom, boom in the egg, boom, 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 over in the other pie plate with flour, throw it in your pan, then brown it, and brown the other side. Take it out, put it in your little pan. You don't want to use one of the great big long cake pans. You want to use one of the little square ones or one of the little oblong ones, because you want this all you want all of the stuff to be together in there, and you don't want it all spread out. So when you've browned all your meat, and you put it in that pan, then you take that trusty little skillet and a trusty little spatula, and you go boom, 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 and put all of that grease and all that little brown junk, all that little flour in on top of there. That makes your gravy, ooh, it's good. Then at that point, you take your organic chicken stock, open the lid, pour it across there, about a cup to a cup and a half. You want to make sure it's about 3/4 covered in there. Then you put your tin foil across the top, throw it into your oven for an hour. If you do 2 pounds, you do it for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm not kidding. This stuff you can cut with a fork. Oh my gosh, it makes its own gravy. Go get you one of those store-bought, whipped up, pre-done potatoes. Put them in a bowl. Act like you made them. You know, and then when it comes out, take that foil off, do a little bago salad with it, little bottle dressing, and then you have a dinner to die for. I can tell you what, this chicken fried steak, oven chicken fried steak recipe is guaranteed to bring about matrimony, sex, and it can end arguments for weeks on end as long as you keep feeding him this food. Just briefly. I got this recipe from one of my ex-mother-in-laws. I won't tell you which, but she only gave me 2 things in this life. She gave me that recipe and grief. And I can promise you, this recipe was worth the grief. Anyway, hope y'all have fun with it. Write me. Try it. Let me know what you think. I cannot wait to hear. Anyway, love you all. I will talk to you again. And it's always Lisa Crow, your hostess with the mostest, here at the Oklahoman with a What the Hell moment. Talk to you again.